Alright, this is to showcase some of the pieces and the current wear and tear before I begin bluing and washing and everything for this season. I want to start with my hero beard. I believe this is a ZMHair B11, I think it is. And what sets this beard apart from the others is that it's really thick. It's got a lot of hair. I'm able to curl it. And you get lots of really nice curls. They're kind of crunchy a little bit from the hairspray, but they keep their shape. And all of these, I've trimmed down the lace so that it fits above my ear. And then the extra lace, in this case, I had a lot of it. So I came down and I sewed it back in the, so I get another curl or two back here. So I get a bit more thick. But I thought it was really cool to see how well the curls blend in from the beard to the wig, because I'm using the same size curlers. Of course, the wig you have to do one way and the beard another, but it's really cool. If I was to hold this up, you can't really tell if the curls are different, and even the color too. These pieces match really well. I think the wig's a bit more yellow, because the hero beard I don't break out too much because it is really thick, really hard to breathe in. You're doing 12-hour days driving around. So that leads me to my my hero short beard. This one is not nearly as thick, you can tell. Just looking at that, there's a lot more hair there. Not so much hair here. This one was just I think a Y13 when I originally got it, and then I trimmed it to be about the same size, same length as this. I may have even gone a bit shorter too, just so that I didn't have to curl it nearly as tight, because if you've got a lot of hair, you have to curl it a lot to get it short, so you might as well just chop it down. So this is what I wore most of the year last year, and it looks really, really tiny compared to this massive hero beard. Like it just looks so, so tiny. I'm gonna curl this a bit more so I get more less strands here and more curls, like I've got on this one. I've got tiny strands and then lots of curls. I wanna shrink this area down. My last beard was a gift to me, and it's a ZMHair beard as well. I'm not sure what the model of it is, but I had to cut it as well and make the strap fit. The strap has seen a lot of wear and tear, so I had to add some more some elastic here. And then this is just, you just use regular stitching with white thread and just gently sew it in there. This one's really long and it's really thin, so I might be doing some work on this one to make it as close to these as possible, so I kind of have a uniform look. But usually in my pictures, when it's a long swooping beard, this is the one I've worn. This is the one that's in my headshots from last year. Very long, and then the big curls at the bottom. Very soon I realized I prefer my old-fashioned style that I think I started styling back in 2020, 2021 was when I had the little curls. So I'm going to try and revisit this one and get it to be curled tighter. I'm going to wash everything. This one's the one that's damaged too, so it's really, really dry. I used some product on it and then curled it, but that product, doing that, it damaged the hair a bit. So this one's not nearly as soft as these ones, but then again, they all have to be crunchy so that they can hold their shape. So I got to blue all these at the same time and get them all about the same shade. I've got a few sets of eyebrows. I think one I've worn, one I haven't. These are the ones I haven't worn. They're very long. I can tell I haven't worn them because they're very long at the ends. The one that I have worn, I had to cut them off because they were scratching my eye and stuff. So I got eyebrows are the ones that get the most adhesive because they're over my eyebrows. So there's adhesive on my eyebrows, adhesive in here, and then when you try and rinse it out, where does the adhesive go? It goes to the other side. So I've got to do some cleaning on these pieces. These are the old style Maggie eyebrows. You can tell these ones are much nicer. These two are on Swiss lace. These ones are on Swiss lace. The rest is just regular lace. This is the Swiss film lace, and then this is the old style eyebrows, which are great, but these are much more natural looking than these straight up there. This is a Maggie moustache that I restyled. Once it comes to me, I wash it out and it looks like this. These two are also on Swiss lace. I only styled one last year and used it, so I'm hoping to make this one look like this one. So I've got a twin set. And then these are the old style moustaches on the regular lace, a bit itchy. Very thin too. That's just the way I cut them. Once you learn how to style and you experiment, you kind of move from, two-dimensional, trying to get into three-dimensional. So maybe I can puff these up a little bit as well if I wash them and get them all nice and dry. But yeah, that's my main style of moustache. I think this one and this beard were what I used on my headshots last year. But I'm going to try and get more of a uniform look, get lots of curls. I really like the hero look with a lot of curls. It looks really good, just very bushy and magical. However, if it's too much, then I'm going to use the shorter ones, just so that I can breathe around my neck area and things. But those are my pieces that I've got. I've got a few more moustaches and stuff, but this is my main set. These are my backup eyebrows, so I don't even wear those anymore. But I wear the wig, only have one wig right now, and then I typically will wear this one. This one's for special occasions, and then this one's my backup, so if anything goes wrong, you've got this. The wig I've got to clean as well, because I use a little bit of adhesive on the lace here on the temples as well. And it's really important for the wig. You can see how it's got this line here. This is me just putting a, where is it? Just a hairband around it, as well as this I wear over my own head, my own hair, before I put on the wig. But I have discovered if I put this on top of the wig, and then I put this where, you know, the hat is going to be laying, I can actually indent the hair. So not only is everything smaller, but I've got that indent where I need it to be. So it's not splaying out. I don't have to worry about my hat size being too big. I'm training the hair to lay flatter so that it is not as bushy. And then on the sides, it comes out a tiny bit, but it won't be splaying out because it's used to laying flat. Whereas if you just put on like a hat and it'll just come out right away. So training the hair is very important. And I don't have a lot of lace on these, because I don't need it. I'm the kind of Santa who doesn't need a lot of lace. I'd rather hide it so the kids don't see it. But it's really important to comb these back and then down, because if not, you'll get this really weird looking lion's mane looking style. But there's that. Oh, lots to do.